Hello, welcome to Quilt in Color. For my 15 minutes to quilt today, I'm going to show you my Jazzy Blues blocks. I'm going to open the box for you so you can see the blocks. There's some triangles, whole bunches of triangles. There's some hourglass blocks. Here's flying geese. There's 4-patch blocks. There's square and the square blocks. And there's half square triangles. So there's all sorts of different kinds of blocks in these beautiful blue fabric. This is a traditional pattern and it has an optical illusions effect, and I wanted to make sure that I made the points match each other properly. So there's two things that the Jazzy Blues quilt needs. One of them is to trim more of the blocks, but the other thing that I need to do on this quilt is to think of a layout. And I thought that we could do that together since we haven't done that before yet on this 15 minutes to quilt challenge. The pattern itself has a layout in it, and I could easily just follow it and make the quilt the way it was designed to be. But one day I got this bright idea that, hey, there's all these different blocks and I've never had this many different blocks together in the same combination before. And what if I just play with the blocks and see what kinds of things I can come up with? It's just a fun project for me to do while I was waiting for the next month's worth of blocks to come out. And also a fun thing for me to do while I waited for myself to trim the rest of the blocks. It's a procrastination, I know. So what I did was I laid out the block, I got on a chair, I took a picture, I got back down off the chair, changed the block a little bit, got back on the chair, took another picture, laid it out a different way, just turning the blocks a little bit at a time. It kind of looks like a kaleidoscope effect if you look at it all one at a time. It was getting overwhelming for me to make this decision about how to put these blocks together. But then I got another bright idea, which was, what if we don't make all the blocks the same? What if we make alternating blocks, for example? And so the next day I did the same thing, up and down the chair, trying different layouts. And that just made the process even more overwhelming to me. So today you get to watch me think. Don't worry, it's not going to be me staring at the camera the whole time. I have some pictures I can show you. Together we can come up with a good layout for this quilt. So let's go over to the computer and we'll look over some pictures. I normally have all of my photographs by date order, so I have a folder for each month of the year, and I put all the pictures together so that I can keep track of what other events had happened during the month. That kind of helps me put the quilts in context with my time. And I put all of them from all of those different folders and put them all together, so it makes it a lot easier for me to compare everything. And here is a whole big set of pictures. These are 92 pictures total. So what I'm going to do is I created this no folder where I'm just going to move things to the no folder as we decide not to use them. So these set of pictures here are just the pictures of the blocks, and we're definitely not going to use the settings that are here, so I'm going to move them out of the way. All of these pictures we're going to move out of the way. These are drawings that I made before I started working on the blocks based on different colorways, just to see how the colors make a difference on what the quilt looks like, and it definitely makes a big difference. But now that I have chosen the colors and I've already started working on the blocks, I think these pictures make it more confusing to me and not less confusing. So I'm going to move those out of the way. And these are the different individual blocks that were made, that could be made with these pictures. These are the different blocks that can be made with those components that we have. And as you can see, there's a lot of different ways that the blocks can be laid out. And these are the pictures that I took by climbing up on the chair and coming back down again. And after I took the pictures, what I did was I put them I use paint actually to show the picture in a 9-block setting and a 9 patch setting to see what the actual quilt would look like. So we don't really need the block pictures because we have the setting pictures here. So I'm going to move these block pictures out of the way like this. It doesn't use all of the designs. It doesn't use all of the components. That one didn't. Okay, so we can move all of these and this one and this one and this one. That's nice. There's only 22 pictures to look through now. It still makes it difficult for me to choose, but there's 22. At least is a lot better than 91. I think this one and this one are very similar to each other, so I'm going to take that one out. And all of these 3 look similar, so I think I should just, these 5 look similar actually, with the star in the center. So I'm just going to pick one of these. I'm going to take these out, move them out of the way. That makes it a little bit easier to compare them. So you can see some of the blocks have the star in the center of all of them. This one has that 4-point star. This one has a 8-point star. This one has like a wheel thing. This one alternates the blocks, this block and this block. This one looks similar to that one. Let me see. Yeah, that one's too similar to this one for me to... There is a difference in them. It's not exactly the same. There was a change in everything, but maybe it's one of the secondary blocks. Maybe I changed the way something else looked, like I don't see what the difference is here. And I could spend the time trying to figure out what the difference was, but it's not worth it to me now. So these 4, all have the star in this here, and I'm trying to look at the differences between them to see if there's any substantial difference. And whatever changes I made in these 4 blocks, I don't see a big difference. This one has a lighter colors here in this blocks, and this one looks like it's darker. Okay, because this one has the flying geese, and this one has the triangle. So these 2 are very similar to each other. I don't think they're worth the effort trying to figure out what the difference is between them. And these 2 are similar in that they both have the same secondary pattern and the same primary pattern. I don't think it matters. You can see there's a difference here, but with the way the flying geese are laid out, or the hourglass block is laid out. This one has this diamonds, and this one you can see the flying geese, or you can see the hourglass more. This one makes it diamonds, and this one you can see the flying geese. They look like bow ties. I think I like the diamonds better than the bow ties, so we'll take that one out. Between this one and this one are very similar. I'm going to take this one out. I think this one's interesting, but I don't think it makes a big difference. It's taking away some of the secondary patterns. It maybe looks too busy. Take that one out. Okay, there's 2 stars here. We Make a decision between this one and this one. Let's look at them in a bigger way. There we go. This one or this one? That one or this one? It's like an eyeglass test, huh? Is this one better or is that one better? I like this design. It's unique, but it doesn't have that circular pattern that I liked on that one. This one, I guess you can kind of see the circular pattern if you squint. Okay. This one, to me, it looks more like lines here. I'm going to take and say no to both of them, actually. Okay. This one makes it look like lines this way. This one kind of feels more circular to me. This is the one I think that had the most circular one. Even though this one and this one had this, no, I don't know. This one and this one had different blocks in the center, but they have a similar effect to me. And my initial inclination was to say keep this one and not that one because this is just a more unique block. But it also makes it more liney and not circular. I don't really see. I'm going to reject both of them actually. Okay. Now, what are we going to do with the rest of these? This one, I think I'm going to go ahead and reject this one also. And it may just be the way the block is put together in the photograph because of it looks a little messy here, but I don't, because of the way the pictures are put together, it's kind of hard to see. But these two rows, I don't really think I'm going to like them next to each other like that. These two have the same block. And the difference is that here we've got the flying geese, and here we've got the triangles. Flying geese, triangles. So here I guess they would be the 4 diamonds and then the triangles. It doesn't show very well. It'd be nicer to be able to see a better picture of this. How the 4 diamonds look next to each other. Well, they look like this. Okay, so flying geese or triangles? These lighter colors, they seem kind of getting, I guess it'd be over here, so they wouldn't necessarily get lost. But they seem to be more in part of the star of this diamond shape. And here, you can see them brighter. And this turns out to be green and this blue. I like the different colors that this forms. If I can keep all the green here in these blocks and then the blues over here, I think this one kind of did the same thing, but this doesn't look. Yeah, the different lighting conditions just makes it so hard to compare these two blocks, these two pictures. But this one has a lot of circles. I think the other one did too, though. Yeah. Just keep looking at the rest. See if I can find any others I can reject. I think I can reject that one. Can't really see circles over here much. At least not with this picture. So 9049 is a reject. Yeah. Okay. This one you can really see the circles. You can see the circles in here. I think the color makes it more obvious. You see circles. This one looks like chains. Okay, so all of these pictures are eligible contenders. This one and this one has the same block design. Oh, we were deciding that was the one we kept looking at earlier with the secondary block. This one or this one? I guess you could see the secondary here, the star or the diamond or the triangle. So I want this secondary or this secondary. So even though it's hard to see here, you can see it in here and here. So this one, and this one has the same secondary block. And I could still choose the layout so that I can get the secondary block I want and the primary block that I want with any of these initial block patterns, whether I want the star or this windmill shape or this kind of star shape or this diamond shape. Okay, it's been more than 15 minutes and I still haven't decided on a particular picture, but at least I got down from 91 to 6 or to 5. Let me know in the comments what your favorite one is. I think what I'm going to do is just sleep on it and think about it some more. This has been something that I've been grappling with for a while, and so I'll just continue to trim some more blocks. And eventually I'll have to pick one of these designs. And as you can see, I don't think that I can go wrong with any of them. It's just that I had to pick one in order to be able to move forward with the quilt. This video is one of a series of videos where I work on each of the quilts that I have in process and see how much work I can get done in 15 minutes. I hope that you sewed along with me, and if you did, just let me know what you worked on and how much you got done in your 15 minutes, and I'll give you an entry in the drawing. I'll choose a winner on January 1, so we're getting really close to that drawing date. I'm really excited about all of the work that's continuing to be made throughout the month. I'm really happy with how much it's helped you in getting your quilting done and in other parts of your life also. Thank you for watching. I appreciate all of your support, and we'll see you again tomorrow.